successful claim supplement rests on your documentation. Make sure you have the information and support that you need to get the best results. The insurance estimate isn't going to change unless you can show why it needs to. It's what we call the burden of proof. The weight of defending the supplement is on your shoulders. Remember that the adjuster works for their company. They don't report to the homeowner, and their job performance is not evaluated by the property owner. Their performance is evaluated by a supervisor at their company according to internal guidelines and targets. The adjuster is under orders to not pay anything that isn't warranted. So help them out. Give them documentation so they can explain why they approved your supplement. Ben and Jerry have been talking about how to improve Jerry's success with supplements. Jerry says, okay, so the burden of proof is on me. I get that. But what kind of documentation do I need? I'm not sure where to start. Benjamin is a good friend, so he gives them a few pointers. First, there's code. That would be the International Residential Code and the IBC for commercial buildings and non-residential structures. Give the adjuster the section of code that applies to your supplement item. Also, be prepared to provide a source for the code that has been adopted in a particular location. Code adoption varies from state to state and city to city, and there also can be amendments that apply in specific locations. So along with code, make sure that you have a source that proves what code applies to this project. The website for a local building department is a great source. Manufacturer installation instructions are another great type of documentation. That's going to cover the correct installation of the product. Use that in conjunction with the building code. In some cases, a particular city may not have a specific requirement for a component, but they may still have sections of their code that defers to manufacturer instructions. So use code and manufacturer instructions together to make your case. Letters from a variety of sources are helpful. City building departments is another way to show your source of what code applies. Manufacturer letters can support product incompatibility or what things cannot mix with other types of products. And supplier letters can explain a supplier's delivery practices. And that can support a supplement for additional time and labor for your team to stage materials on the job site. If you're using Xactimate for your supplements, then use the line item descriptions. That will say what is and is not included in the listed unit cost for that line item. For example, the description for shingle replacement assumes that the materials are roof stocked. So this item does not account for the time and labor needed to move the materials from the ground to the roof. So that has to be accounted for by a supplemental line item. Xactware also produces white papers with more extensive discussion of certain topics, which can support a supplement. And of course, photos. There's no better way to show damage, materials, and job site conditions than with a photo. CompanyCam is an amazing tool, so be sure to use it. In fact, photos are so important. If you're doing roof supplements, you'll want to check out the next episode for more tips on photo documentation. As Benjamin explained to Jerry, you're not making things up. Your supplement is founded on facts. Help the adjuster out by giving documentation to back up their decision to approve your supplement. This is how you meet the burden of proof to support your claim supplement.